Kamala Harris knows you've got to be fearless against the special interests. Kamala fought the big banks that took advantage of homeowners across the country, and she won. Kamala Harris will be a fearless fighter every single day.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
All right, we are learning new details about the decision by the Richmond city manager to fire 3 additional police officers.
Yes, who were connected to a sex scandal involving a 19-year-old sex worker. ABC 7 News reporter Sergio Quintana talked with city leaders today. He's live at Richmond Police Headquarters with the latest. Sergio.
Dan and Alma, the Richmond chief of police today has declined to comment about the decision to fire 3 more of his police officers. But his boss, the city manager, talked with us today about why he decided to dismiss those officers instead of reprimand them. The Richmond police chief had recommended just 1 of his officers be fired last month, but this weekend the city manager decided 3 more need to go.
In my independent review of all that evidence, I determined that disciplinary action was warranted. That included termination.
He hopes this swift action will help restore confidence in the department. Mayor Tom Butt agrees.
We've been recognized for having a really good police department, and when something like this happens, you want to deal with it, and you want to deal with it properly and move on.
The president of the Richmond Police Officers Association declined to comment today, but he did tell us the POA will help those officers with legal counsel if they decide to appeal the dismissals. A total of 11 Richmond officers were implicated in the sex scandal involving 19-year-old Jasmine Abuzlin. 2 left the department on their own. 5 others have been formally reprimanded. Civil rights attorney John Burris is representing Abuzlin in her $30 million claim against the city of Richmond.
Well, for my client, it only goes to, at the very least, it goes to her credibility. She has given statements to all of these police departments, many of which before lawyers were involved.
The Alameda County District Attorney's Office has filed criminal charges against 5 officers at other East Bay police departments, but no one at the Richmond Police Department has been charged. The city manager doesn't expect that to change.
Nothing in my review indicated that there was criminal activity, but ultimately that's for the district attorney to decide.
Abuzlin's attorney says she was a minor when she started having sexual relationships with police officers, and the civil claim alleges Richmond officers may have exploited her instead of helping her. And Richmond is in Contra Costa County, so I've checked with the district attorney's office at Contra Costa County to see if there are any charges pending against Richmond police officers. So far, no response from that office. Reporting live in Richmond, I'm Sergio Quintana, ABC 7 News.
The Richmond Police Department has announced that they will fire 4 officers after an investigation found documented misconduct between those officers and the teen prostitute who went by the name of Celeste Gap. 5 other officers received official reprimands for their involvement with her. The Rapid has not specified what their actual involvement consisted of, although it's not terribly hard to connect those dots. This latest round of firings raises the number of Bay Area police officers officially implicated in the scandal to 28 total, including 7 that are facing various charges and 8 that have been fired. Within the space of 9 days, 3 Oakland police chiefs also were forced to resign or were fired as a result of the scandal. Via the Los Angeles Times, the Oakland Police Department and other Bay Area law enforcement agencies came under intense scrutiny in June after 19-year-old Jasmine Abuzlin came forward earlier this year and said that she had sex with multiple officers, some while she was underage. In addition to the firings in Richmond, 4 Oakland police officers were fired and 7 others suspended without pay in September. The allegations led Bay Area prosecutors to file multiple criminal charges against 5 different officers from other agencies, including 3 from the Oakland Police Department. Some of the charges included lewd conduct, engaging in prostitution, providing a minor with alcohol, failing to report child abuse, and felony oral copulation with a minor. One Oakland police officer, Brian Bunton, was charged with obstruction of justice. Authorities accused him of leaking information about planned prostitution raids to the teenager in exchange for sex. Richmond Mayor Tom Butt said in an email that he cannot disclose what type of misconduct led to termination of the 4 officers, but Sunday's disciplinary actions were harsher than what the city originally announced last month when the investigation concluded. At that point, the city had planned to fire only 1 officer. The appropriate corrective actions are being taken to ensure that we do our part in Richmond to address the rash of improper conduct seen in police departments across the Bay Area, Butt said in a statement. More than likely, it will be several months before all these officers are hired at a different police department in another area of the country. So, no doubt they have learned their lesson and the appropriate corrective actions have indeed been taken.